If you're struggling to teach your children the alphabet or even your preschool students, stay tuned because we have some really exciting ways to teach your students how to learn the alphabet with hands-on, playful activities. Join us in today's episode as I interview one of my good friends, Jeana Kinne, who is the owner and creator of JD Educational, as well as the beautiful Sammy the Golden Dog book series. Welcome, Jeana. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Me too. So last time we talked, it was about a year ago. So tell everybody what you do and then what you've also been up to in the last year.
Yeah. So my day job by day, I work with infants and toddlers with special needs. And I've been a preschool director and preschool consultation specialist. And then by night, I am a children's book author. and created I have a 6-book series of Sammy the Golden Dog that teaches kids concepts that as a preschool teacher, I wanted more of. So I decided to write them myself.
That's awesome. As you should. So the last time we talked, you were talking about how to help our preschoolers with their social and emotional regulation. And honestly, I just re-listened to that episode. It's so good. So go listen back to the top of the podcast. You'll find that one there. But then also you just released your newest book. So tell us what your newest book is called.
My newest book is Sammy's Counting Adventure. And that one teaches counting from 1 to 20 in English, Spanish, and French.
That's awesome.
It's really fun. And it teaches kids to stop and look around them and count their environment while they're on their walks, and really just be in the moment. So,
yeah. Oh, I love that. One more thing to do than just playing I Spy, right? Let's get something else going on.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I have to ask, do you have a future book coming up that's in your head that you're like, you know what? Next one is going to be this.
Not right now. Honestly, I now have 6.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to keep up with on my
It is.
All 6 of them, and they're all different topics. So
yeah. Well, I can't wait for your next one, or if it stops at 6, that is amazing because they're beautiful. So let's now dive into this one topic that we're talking about today.
Yes.
How to include hands-on play-based activities to teach the alphabet, right? Our phonological sounds, and really just be able to help our preschoolers have fun when they're learning, right? Yes. So start us off right there.
Well, I created a program basically because I wanted teachers and parents to understand that tracing letters on worksheets isn't the only way that children learn letters or anything else. They can learn through movement. If you have a child that doesn't want to sit and trace or doesn't want to sit and attend, you can still embed alphabet activities into their everyday play, into their environment. If you don't want to do teacher directed, you can set things up in their environment to have them become familiar with the sounds of the letters and the way letters are formed. And there's so many ways to do that.
And so that's exactly on point because a lot of times, and we get stuck in these ruts, right? Where it's like, okay, so we lose the creativity behind the actual exploration of play. And what I love is creating like these play opportunities, like these invitations to play. So let's talk about some of those, right? Like if we were going to learn, I don't know, choose a letter, what are some things that we could do to be able to offer an invitation to play for these kiddos?
Exactly. And in the preschool world, we call this scaffolding. So we bring in things into the child's environment that encourages them to explore something, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I have the letter K, for example. I have things with me for that. So you can paint with a key.
Oh, I love that.
You can paint with a key. The kids can paint a letter K with a key, or they can just paint whatever they darn well please on poster board or whatever you want, as long as they're painting with the key. And you can say, oh, what are you painting with? A key? Oh, that starts with a K. What else sounds like that? Then they can start talking, maybe kitten or kite or whatever while they're painting with their key. And that's just a fun way to bring in the phonological awareness while they're painting.
Okay, I got to stop you right there. As soon as you said kitten, I'm like picturing like, and can we paint with a kitten? What would
Yeah,
that
of
look
course
like?
not. I'm just kidding. You can paint your kitten. No, I'm just joking.
The little kitten footprints coming across
Yeah,
the
right.
page. That would be cute. Maybe a stuffed animal kitten or a plastic
Yes,
kitten. Okay, moving on.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
No, I love that.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you'll see why.
painting
Oh,
with
okay.
a key.
Painting with a key. Another one I like is with a ball,
Mm,
and kicking the ball, right?
yes.
Because we have a lot of kids that love to move. So just take them outside, give them a ball, and talk about kicking. And while they're kicking, have them list words they can come up with that start with K. So as they kick from person to person, they can yell out their K words or find whose name starts with K and kick the ball to the person that starts with the K, or even look at their whole name and see if anybody has a K in their name and kick to all of those people. So
So,
that's really fun.
and what's crazy is like when I think about introducing letter sounds in my past teaching, I mean, it was very much like, okay, here we are at the circle. We're going to pass around things that start with that letter. We're all going to say them out loud. But what I love about yours is it's very active, right? I
Yes.
mean, we are using our bodies, we are
Yes.
physically actively doing things, which is going to make it retain so much easier and better.
It is. And so much of the time we look at academics as just one segment. Like the kids
Mm,
could only learn these skills while they're sitting and attending. And that's not how preschoolers are built. Preschoolers are built to move. And we want to encourage that. Not only does it keep them entertained, but it also supports their whole body development, because as their large muscles grow and get stronger, it affects their fine motor skills.
yes.
So the stronger they are mobile wise, the stronger their little fingers also get, which supports them
Mhm.
when they start drawing and writing and tracing letters and stuff. So it's really important that we buy into what the kids are and where they are developmentally.
Oh, totally. How about some
Yeah.
other fun activities?
Well, I have a K here. This is the clay K.
Awesome.
My favorite sensory activity. And if you have never made clay before, you can find a ton of recipes online, and then you bake them. And then the next day you can decorate your K.
Mm.
And then if you do a letter every week, you can have a whole classroom of letters by the end of the school year.
I love
really
that.
fun. And you can make this in an individual child can do this, or you can do this as a whole group and do it during
Mhm.
circle time.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
can
awesome.
bring sensory to circle. That's okay to do that.
Yes.
So yeah, those are just some of my favorite. This sensory K is obviously letter formation, right? So we can know
Mhm.
what the letters look like. The other ones were letter sounds and what they sound like. And I also really love, when I don't have an example in front of me, but painting with the craft feathers.
Oh,
If you haven't
yes.
tried that yet, you can get some of those worksheets that have the K's on them or the letters on them, and have the kids dip with the feather into paint, and they can
Mhm.
trace their letters that way. That is really fun.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
I love the paint daubers
Yeah.
too. Those are fun
Oh
to
yeah.
stamp on there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just so many ways to do that. When you're outside playing, the teacher, if you're a teacher, write the letters down on the sidewalk with chalk, and then have kids go back with a bucket of water and a paintbrush and trace the letter. And they're erasing the letters while they're tracing them.
That's
And that is
perfect
so
because
fun too.
I think too about like handwriting without tears. There's a lot of that, right? Like the
Oh
wet,
yeah.
dry, try. But we're going to go on a
Yeah.
bigger scale with our full bodies and go do that out with some chalk on the sidewalk. Awesome
Yes.
idea.
Oh yeah. And the kids are so into it, right?
Yeah.
And it's great because they starts conversations with it between the children themselves. It's not just us teaching them, it's them teaching each other.
No,
Which I
absolutely.
think is so important.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you put together this bundle that you have that includes our Sammy. Now tell us, before we talk about Sammy, or show us Sammy, tell us about Sammy the golden dog. I absolutely fell in love with him when I saw him last year.
Yeah, well, Sammy, the golden dog, is a golden retriever, and he teaches children all fun new skills through his stories and activities that I have on my website. And he is based off of my golden retriever, Kona. And actually, this alphabet book I came up with while I was playing fetch with her in the backyard. And I thought to myself, this would be kind of fun way to learn the alphabet. We can play fetch with the letters, and the kids can go find the alphabet, like the dog goes and chases the balls and identify. And that just came to me one day, and I said, this would be a fun idea. So that was my alphabet book, was actually my second book. The first one was Soothing Sammy, and then alphabet. And then I have one about the search for Sammy, teaches kids how to stay safe if they get lost. Sammy learns to share, teaches all about taking turns. Sammy Goes to Preschool is about friendship and diversity within our friends and how we can be friends with everybody, no matter their abilities. What else? The Counting Adventure. That's the other one. The one I talked about earlier. And then, so there's 6. There's a lot to keep track of in my head. So, the alphabet bundle comes with, like what we were talking about, all those different types of activities. It comes with the playful activity. So it has 5 like those type of activities for every letter within the book.
Oh, that's awesome. So wait, show us that book again. So with this bundle,
and these are the kids doing them.
That's awesome. So it's called the Playful Alphabet.
The Playful Alphabet. And you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it on my website in the bundle with the Sammy Chases the Alphabet.
I love that. And do you have the Sammy book as well?
I sure do. And
all right, let's
show you how you can bring Sammy to life, because this is my absolute favorite. So here's Sammy Chases the Alphabet.
Yeah.
I just open a page. You could see how he's chasing the alphabet ball letters, and they're landing near items that start with that letter. So every page has about 5 or 6 words that start with that letter. And as you're reading to the kids, you can play that game.
That's awesome.
Starts with that letter. And then just like how Sammy chases the ball, you can add stickers to ball pit balls, which is what I did here. And you can throw them all around the classroom or outside if you're, brave. And the kids can go run after them. And when they pick them up, tell you what letter they found.
Yeah.
And then bring them back to the ball. It is so much fun. I actually did this with my neighbor, and he's like 7. And he played this for like 2 hours. He was having way too much fun. So it's just a fun way to incorporate it into movement.
Well, now quick question. Yeah. Does Sammy come with the bundle, or you buy that separately?
Sammy is optional. So when you buy it on my website, you can get him.
Add him
if you want him.
That's
so
awesome.
It's $30 on my website for all the activities, and another $10 or $12 for Sammy.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys need Sammy in your life for sure.
Oh, he's so much fun.
I was thinking too with quick question, with those letters, where did you get the stick-on letters that you could put? I
just got them from Walmart.
Okay, nice.
And just the craft aisle, and I just found the letter stickers, and then I ordered the balls from Amazon, and they were like $10 for 100 balls. I don't know that many, but it was really simple and easy to do. And what I like about bringing the books to life is that the kids remember what they're reading, and they remember the story, and they always ask, I want to play Sammy Chases the Alphabet. And
that's awesome.
The books come, if you don't want to do the balls, there's letters you can just print out and then hide them around if you don't feel like throwing balls all around.
It is harder though to throw paper. I'd much prefer to throw balls.
It is. Well, a lot of teachers will just take these and hide these around the classroom.
Yeah. That takes too much time.
We're going on a letter hunt. Sammy hid all the letters for you. Can you go find them?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. I was thinking too, if they go get the ball or the letter, then of course they bring it back. And then what's my favorite part about story time is like when they're holding a part of the story. Yes. So if they have their ball or a couple balls, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, and Sammy found Jay, who's got Jay, right? And then that child gets to stand up and talk about it. Like that's super fun too.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. And also matching the lowercase and uppercase. If you get
Yeah.
stickers that have both, then we can have one ball for each and they can match
Mhm.
them together.
Perfect.
It's
I
a lot
love
of fun.
that.
Oh yeah. There's so many fun things we could teach the alphabet with.
Absolutely. So here's what
Yeah.
I want everybody to do. I want you to go to Jeana's beautiful website. We've got the link in the description and in the show notes. So you can go grab her Playful Alphabet book bundled with her Sammy Chases the Alphabet book. And then, of course, be sure to add on cute little Sammy to your order so you can have the whole set. And then can they buy the other books at your website as well?
They can. Yes, they can. You can actually build your own bundle,
Nice.
or you can buy everything at a discounted price.
That's awesome.
Big
I do
section.
want to say one thing, even though we're talking about the alphabet, the
Yeah.
one thing I particularly also love about Sammy is that he helps children with their social emotional regulation. And so if you haven't listened to that previous episode, no worries, but I would definitely highly recommend, checking out her website because she also has these other elements of Sammy books and Sammy bundles and things like that are going to help any of your preschoolers, whether that's your child or your students, be able to help with their alphabet, their counting, and their social emotional regulation, among so many other things. So,
And that's called Soothing Sammy. If you're
Soothing
looking for it.
Sammy.
The Soothing Sammy
Perfect.
program is his emotional.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you so much again for being on our podcast, and we will talk to you soon.
Thanks for having.
If you love today's episode, then you are going to love this. I want to give you a free gift in your hands. This is a copy of my book, Start Your Preschool, and I want to get it to you for free. Yes, I said for free. It is a 300-page book. It'll help you learn the step-by-step process to actually starting your local or your online preschool. Every single step that I walked myself through, as well as the thousands of women who've created their own successful preschools, have gone through the exact steps listed in this book. Not to mention, I also share 20 amazing women's stories. So you can see how not only did it work for me, but it works for amazing women just like you as well. I want to get you this free copy. Just go to freepreschoolbook.com or click the link in the description and we'll get it to you today. Again, just go to freepreschoolbook.com and we'll get it right to you.